Now let's talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. So I have this graph here that shows three lines side by side. Those are parallel lines. They have the same slope and they don't intersect. I mean, same slope means they don't intersect. So that's, I guess, the point I should make here is that the slopes of parallel lines are equal. So if they're parallel, they have the same slope. If you look at these three equations, they all have a slope of 2. So they cross the x-axis and the y-axis different places, but they have the same slope, so they never intersect. Perpendicular lines, and I have a graph down here of that, are lines that intersect at a 90-degree angle or a right angle. The slope of two lines that are perpendicular to each other, M1 and M2, are reciprocals and have, or I should say, are negative reciprocals. There we go. And have a product of -1. So M1 times M2 is -1, or M1 equals -1 over M2, or M2 equals -1 over M1. So if you look at these two lines that are perpendicular, the orange one has a slope of 3, and the blue one has a slope of -1/3. That's negative reciprocals. So one's positive, one's negative. So graph the two lines and determine whether they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So for me, the easiest way to do it is to solve for y in each case. So I'm going to, I guess we could do this the intercept method, but whatever. I'm going to solve for y here. I'm going to add x to both sides. 2y equals x plus 10. Then divide by 2. So y equals 1/2 x plus 5. So the intercept is at 5, and the slope is 1/2. That means it goes up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2, or down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2. And so we're going to get this kind of a pattern here. Okay. The other one, let's see, 2y equals x plus 4. If I divide by 2, y equals 1/2 x plus 2. So the intercept is 2 in this case. Let me change colors. And our slope is 1/2, so up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2, or down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2. We get this line here. So while my drawing may not be perfect, I think we get the impression there that these are parallel lines, and by looking at the slopes as well, 1/2 and 1/2, these are parallel lines. So writing equations of parallel lines. So how to write the equation of a line parallel to the given line that passes through a given point. Find the slope of the line, substitute the given values into either point slope form or slope intercept form, and then simplify. So in example 8, we have the equation is y equals 5/4 x minus 3, and it goes through 1, -4. The key value here is the slope. So m equals 5/4. So we use the point slope form. Y minus 4 equals the slope 5/4 times x minus 1. So y minus 4 equals 5/4 x minus 5/4. Then we add 4 to both sides. So y equals 5/4 x plus, now think of this, I've got a -5/4 plus 4 over 1. That's -5 over 4 plus 16 over 4 to get the common denominator. So I get positive 11 over 4. And this is the equation of the line that is parallel to y equals 5/4 x minus 3, but passes through 1, -4. And on example 9, we're going to write the equation of a line parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 5. Passes through 2, 5. So again, I think it's easiest to find the slope-intercept form. So if I subtract 2x from both sides, 3y equals -2x plus 5. divide by 3, y equals negative 2/3 x plus 5/3. So 2/3 is our slope. And well, this is our point. So y minus 5 equals negative 2/3 the slope times x minus 2. That's y minus the y value equals the slope times x minus the x value. So y minus 5 equals negative 2/3 x plus, so negative 2/3 times negative 2 is a positive 4/3. Then we want to add 5 to both sides. So y equals negative 2/3 x, and we're adding 5. Yep. So it's going to be plus. So we have 4/3 plus 5/1. That's 4/3 plus 15/3 to give us 19/3. And there's our slope intercept form of the line. I didn't say they wanted it in standard form. If they did, I'd move the negative 2/3 over to make that 2/3 x, negative 2/3 x over, plus y equals 19/3, and then multiply by 3 to give us 2x plus 3y equals 19. But they didn't say that, but I did it anyway. Okay, writing equations of perpendicular lines. So now for perpendicular, you're going to write the equation of a line perpendicular to the given line that passes through a given point, find the slope of the line, determine the negative reciprocal of the slope, substitute the slope and point into either point slope form or slope intercept form, and simplify. So given the line y equals 2x minus 4, write an equation for the line passing through 0, 0. That is parallel to y and then perpendicular. So our slope here is, I'm going to call it m1, is 2. So for part A, we'd have y minus 0 equals 2 times x minus 0, or y equals 2x. Now for B, we're looking for perpendicular to y. So if m1 is 2, m2, the new slope, is negative 1 over m1, or negative 1 over 2. So y minus 0 equals 2, or negative 1/2, I should say, times x minus 0, or y equals negative 1/2 x. Now, some of you are probably shouting at the screen saying, well, duh, you already know, if you know this is an intercept, that's a y-intercept. So I could have just said that it's, do y equals mx plus b, said y equals negative 1/2 x plus 0. I mean, same thing. Okay. Could have done that on A as well. Y equals 2x plus 0. Okay, how to write the equation of a perpendicular line that passes through a third point. Determine the slope of the line passing through the points. Find the negative reciprocal of the slope. Substitute the slope and point into either point slope form or slope intercept form, and simplify. So a line passes through these 2 points, and find the equation of the perpendicular that passes through 6, 4. So we want to get the slope here first. So we'd have negative 3 minus negative 15 over 2 minus negative 2. So that's going to be 12 over 4, which is 3. So that's the slope of the, I'll call that m1, of our given line. So our m2 is going to be negative 1 over m1, or negative 1 over 3. And we're talking about this point, so y minus 4 equals negative 1/3 times x minus 6. So y minus 4 equals negative 1/3 x plus negative 1/3 times negative 6. So y minus 4 equals negative 1/3 x, double negative, negative times negative is a positive, plus 2, 1/3 of 6 is 2. Then we can add 4 to both sides, and we have y equals negative 1/3 x plus 6. And I think that's our last example. for a long part of a section. Find the equation line parallel to 5x equals 7 plus y, which passes through this given point. So we're going to solve for y by subtracting 7 from both sides. And we have 5x minus 7 equals y, or we're used to seeing this as y equals 5x minus 7. So m1, the original slope is 5. This is parallel, so we don't have to change that. So our m2 is also 5. So y minus negative 2 equals 5 times x minus negative 1. So y plus 2 equals 5 times x plus 1. Y plus 2 equals 5x plus 5, or y equals 5x plus 3. And that does it for this section. A little long, so I apologize. I just didn't see any other good natural breaking points to make this into more videos for the section. Okay, go forward and do the homework.